Guys, in today's video, I'm going to be ranking the top 10 1v1ers in the world, just in my opinion. This list is strictly based off build fights, zone wars, and box fights all mixed together. And I've personally played against all these guys myself, so I think I have a pretty good understanding of how good they are. If you guys can please hit that like button just super quickly, it would really make my day. And while you do that, if you can please hit the subscribe button as well, that'd be awesome, because only 30% of my viewers are actually subscribed. And last thing before the video starts, I hit a picture somewhere in the video, and if you comment what the picture is, I promise I will pin your comment and sub back. Enjoy the video. Alright guys, so today we have a fire top 10 1v1er list. The reason why I wanted to make this video in particular is because a lot of people know me as like a really good 1v1er. By the way, I'm not on this list. I'd obviously never put myself on that list. Zito begged me to do it, but...
Yeah, guys, is he not dumb for not putting himself on the list?
Listen. So here's what we're gonna do. I have the top 10 picked out right now. Zito's gonna be commentating with me a little bit. Yes, sure. And we're just gonna get right into it right now. Alright guys, so at number 10 on the list, we have LG Joji. And by the way, sorry, I can't really put music into these videos, like from their montages because, well, copyright reasons. But yeah, Joji, man, I think this is a well-deserved top 10. Because guys, I said this in the intro already, but you have to understand these 1v1s, it's not just PG, it's not just build fights, it's not just zone wars, it's not just box fights, it's everything mixed. And we know Joji won the Epic Games box fight tournament, the one that Epic Games hosted. He won the box fight tournament, and he's
Super
nasty, one of the nastiest zone war players. I think I mean, I've played him in PGs. He's decent in PGs, but the other two, he's so nasty at that I just had to put him in. I think it's like, look at him, bro. Like, even obviously.
Yeah, no, he's naughty butty.
He is naughty butty. Yeah, I will say, bro. Look at that.
He's got the mechanics, the piece control.
Oh my goodness. All right, guys. Next up on the list, we have the big BBG Buck. The big dude, guys.
Bucky.
I have no words to describe how nasty this dude is.
Yeah, he is. Stupid crack.
Like, the reason why I put him above Joji is because I feel like he's a better box fighter, which Bucky was like one of the best box fighters, at least top 3 back in the day.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
then
His
Zone
box
Wars,
fight's nuts.
yeah.
Zone Wars, he's one of the best in the game.
Zone Wars, yeah, dude, he's insane at Zone Wars. Like, I don't even know. Okay, I played him in PGs. He's terrible at build fights. Like, listen, I'm just gonna say it straight up. But the other two, he's so good, bro. Like, it's crazy. I've 1v1 Zone Wars before him, and dude, like, I couldn't even keep up, like, with anything. He was so much better. All right, guys. So at number 8 on the list, we have Extra Reet. Okay, and I know what you're thinking. How is Reet only number 8? But like I said, it's all about 1v1s. You know, he's good at build fights. He's good at everything. But the reason why I put him number 8 and not higher is because, yes, he's good at all the game modes, and he's disgusting at piece control and comp and stuff. But I wouldn't say he's like really...
Yeah, he doesn't
I wouldn't say he's top 10 in any of the game modes, but he's so consistent and so like decent at everything that you have to put him at number 8 just because of how consistent he is and good at everything he is. Not necessarily comp, but like even box fights and zone wars and realistic. Like, he's good at everything. He's not the best at everything because you know, he is a comp player, but he's still so good at like everything.
If he probably focused on creative more, he could definitely be like,
easily. If he like played PGs as much as I did, he'd probably be better than me, like 100%.
Yeah.
All right, guys. At number 7, we have Melody, and I know he doesn't upload. This is his most recent upload, 8 months ago, man, or 9 months ago, or something crazy. But look how nasty he is. And this is 9 months ago. He's even better now. Like, you can imagine how much better someone gets in 8 months. Like, look at him. He's so smooth. Like,
oh my god,
I remember when this came out. Yeah, when this came out 9 months ago, like, it was so ahead of the game. Like, this is still ahead of the game, and it's 9 months later. But anyways, that's not what it's about. It's not about mechanics. It's about actual 1v1 skill. And guys, listen, all I'm gonna say is when I played Melody for the first time, probably about a year and a half ago, before I really got good at 1v1s and before I really played wagers and stuff, he beat me 11-0.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean, listen, that hasn't happened anytime recently, but like, bro, he was destroying.
Yeah, no, he's always been ahead of his time.
Oh
like,
yeah, for sure. Like, dude, it's crazy like how good this guy is. He is so filthy. All right, guys, at number 6 we have Delirium Renewity, and I think the reason why I put this guy above Melody is because I do think he's probably a little bit better at PGs, or I'm not gonna say PGs anymore because some people don't know what that is. I'm gonna say build fights. That's what it is. He is a little bit better of a build fighter than Melody, I will say. He's disgusting.
Yeah,
like,
recently he did beat the big shitter himself.
Yeah, he did beat Clix in a PG.
While
you have to remember too, he is literally a West player.
Oh yeah, he's West.
He beat Clix on East, so he beat Clix in a PG on East. Clix isn't really PG anymore, but you know, you get the point. He beat Clix in the
Zone
PG.
Wars,
he's mainly
equally as nasty.
Yeah, he's not even a PG player either. He's a Zone Wars player. Like,
yeah, he's more of a Zone Wars player.
He's so good, and he's good at box fights. You know, a lot of keyboard players are very good at box fights. So
yeah,
he's good at all the modes, and I don't know. I think a number 5, maybe even higher, to be honest. Like,
maybe even higher. Like if like.
By the way, I will say, this list, like, if you think like one guy is better than the other, but they're ranked wrong, like, listen, it's kind of like just a rough list. It's not really supposed to be completely 100% accurate. If someone's number 8 and you think they should be number 6, or, you know, it's just whatever. You know, it's like, let me know in the comments for sure, but like, you know, it's not a huge deal. Okay, let's move on to number 5 now. We have the big physics. And I know what you're gonna say. This might come off a little biased because physics is the boy. But listen, man, I have good reason to believe that he is number 4. Okay, first of all, his build fighting. Easily a top 3 build fighter in the entire world. You can even argue maybe, you know, without me, maybe even top 1, you know? But no, I'm joking. But no, for real though, like, dude, top 3 PG'er. Build fighter, top 3, 100%. So right there, you're gonna get extra points, right?
Yeah,
I've played him in Zone Wars. I'm not gonna say he's like gonna be, you know, sway Keeney slapping.
Yeah, he's not like a top tier Zone War, but he's very good still.
Yeah, he's still extremely good at Zone Wars. Of course he is. And you know what? I'm gonna be honest. He's actually very good at box fights. I know what you're thinking. You know, like, physics never box fights. He beat Kanata in a box fight. Like, he doesn't play box fights, but he's actually so good at them. Like, it's scary.
Oh, yeah, his mechanics are nutty. Yeah, he's so fast too.
So we're moving on to number 4, and listen, man, we got Outcast Vinla. And man, listen, guys, I know what you're thinking. Who the hell is Vinla? You know what? You've probably heard of him, but listen, he's not as, you know, I'd say clouded as the other people. But man, yo, Vinla is so good. Easily a top 5 box fighter in the world. Easily. I'd say, I don't know about top 5 Zone War player, but he's definitely like top 10 Zone War player.
Yeah, Zone War definitely top 10, I would say.
So to be top 10 in Zone Wars, top 5 in box fights, and I've PG'd him. I haven't PG'd him anytime recently, but I've PG'd him in the past, and man, he is a good build fighter. Like, it's crazy. He used to like compete hard in build fights. I don't think he really does it anymore.
Is he controller or no?
No. He's keyboard.
He's keyboard. Okay, I know he's hybrid though. He plays on controller. He's also really good.
I didn't even know that. But yeah, no, Vinla. Trust me, Vinla is definitely one of the least known people. But dude, he deserves this number 4 spot, like 100%.
Yeah, he's a creative demon.
He is actually a god. All right, guys. At number 3, we have Outcast Slay, and I know what you're thinking. Slay? What? But listen, hear me out. Listen, this dude is a top 3 PG'er. I put him up with physics, 100%. I put him up there with physics. Top 3 build fighter in the world. Dude, he's so filthy. I would definitely put him higher.
Arguably, maybe even top 5 Zone War player.
Oh yeah, like, yeah. I was just about to say, like, even I think he's
so nuts. At Zone Wars.
He's so good. Like, just watch his mechanics. He's one of the fastest control and smoothest controller players I've ever watched. I did not
even believe he was on controller when I first saw him play, because and he's just so dirty.
Hundreds every time. Like, that's on Keeney, bro. That was on Keeney. Like, dude, he's nuts. Dude, he's so good. I've watched him play, like, and I've played him myself. And man, like I love making these lists because I've played all these people, so I feel like I know really well who's like top tier and who's not, you know? Like, I've played this kid, dude, like a billion times in build fights. And
he's gotten so much better too.
Yeah,
like
he
used to.
Right now, we're like, I think we're dead even in PGs right now. Like,
and used to be up a lot on him. Like, recently he's just been.
Yeah, I used to be up a lot on him, and recently he's been popping off. We're like dead even in money now. Like, All right, guys, at number 2, we have the big face Sway. And I know what you're thinking. Sway at number 2, not 1? What? But hear me out, I have an explanation. Like I said, this list is not just about build fights or just about zone wars or just about boss fights. It's about everything combined, right? So that's why I'm ranking him number 2, because he's easily one of the best build fighters and zone war players in the world. Both, like, you can put him top 3 in both of those.
100%.
So right there, you're gonna get number 2. The only thing that drags him down, and the only reason why I put him number 2 and not 1, is because of the box fighting. He doesn't really box fight.
Yeah, he doesn't box fight. He's also a controller player, automatic disadvantage.
Exactly. Dude, a controller player in box fights just can't compete. Like, I don't know. There's just something about it, man. It might be the scroll wheel. I'm not sure what it is, but controller players in box fights just cannot do well. They're just on such a huge disadvantage.
Yeah,
I don't know why either. It's like, I think it might be scroll wheel and just how, you can kind of move around quicker on keyboard, which is what you need for box fights and not necessarily for other game modes.
If this list didn't include box fights, he'd definitely be number 1, I think.
I'd probably put him number 1 if box fights wasn't included. I think that would be fair. But dude, like, he's just so good. Like, you don't realize how good he is until you actually play him either, because he's one of those players you just can't touch. Like, he's just so protective and so.
It's also crazy how long he's been like one of the best.
Yeah, it's
like,
true.
Since
Usually,
like season 5 or something.
Usually you're really good and you fall off, or you not fall off, but you kind of just stop playing and
or there's way better players that come into the game.
Yeah, he's just always been so good. Like, and it really has never stopped. But I really want to move on to number 1, so let's do that right now. All right, guys. I think you guys saw this coming, but I have an explanation as to why Clix is number 1. Okay, hear me out. Oh my god, ad. Look at how nasty this dude is, right? We all know Clix is top tier. You could probably put him top 5 build fighters, top 5 zoner players, and the best box fighter. You could probably do that. And to be that consistent, top 5 in all the modes and number 1 in one of them, you got to give him number 1.
I don't think many people can argue with him being number 1 on this list.
I don't really think you can argue that. Listen, let me know in the comments what you do think, because obviously everyone's going to have different opinions. But I think it's fair to say Clix is the best 1v1er in the world.
Just been always so consistent.
Always. He's beaten Sway in build fights, which not many people have done, okay? Like, that's very difficult to do. Yeah, Sway has beat him as well. Like, they go back and forth, but he's beaten Sway. He's a top-tier Zone Wars player.
And that's not even his, that's PG's is his, like, weakest thing. And he's still a
PG's or Zone Wars might be his weakest. It's hard to say, because maybe now PG's is his weakest thing because he hasn't played them very much. But back in the day when Clix, like maybe a year ago or so, he was the best build fighter. Like, might even put him higher against Sway back then, because he was winning that Wednesday wagers thing, that 1v1 tournament thing.
He won
he won that 4 in a row or something. Yeah, he's nuts, dude. And he's going against he was going against Sway and Psycho, and Psycho was really good back then, and just all these top tier build fighters. So, I think it's fair to say Clix number 1. I think that's a good list. I tried to make this list really accurate, but obviously it's not gonna be perfect. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. That's gonna be it for me, and I'm out. Peace.